And now the Ministry of Agriculture and Animal Resources has embarked on educating citizens and farmers on how to protect their harvest by properly storing it to avoid aflatoxin, which is detrimental to human life. Let's take a look.
Aflatoxin, mold, and yeast infections affect cereals mostly. Maize, groundnuts, and others are also on the list. Farmers have come to an understanding that such infections could prove harmful to human life. They told us of toxins that come as a result of mold, which infects the maize, and when maize is not well maintained, the mold brings toxins, and that could be harmful to human life and could potentially cause intestinal cancer and other life-threatening diseases. Nutritionist Kaitesi Claudette from Seashwika says she has not received any patient suffering as a result of eating food infected with aflatoxin, but she elaborated that the toxins affect the nervous system and could prove hazardous to human life. They are serious toxins that affect our nervous system and cause paralysis in a person. All things become paralyzed, and it may cause instant death. Different large, medium and small-scale factories that process agriculture products note that among their policies include using standard and quality raw materials. I have not heard of such a case, of maybe having imported maize that does not meet the required standard. I know that before anything enters Rwanda, there are people who are in charge of testing it.
What we do is we try to take as soon as possible the maize before it gets contaminated. So what we do, we do two ways. So we will agree with the cooperative when it's the right time for harvesting. When they start harvest, we'll bring. So one way is that we bring machines there. We help them to thresh quickly, and we organize transport immediately the same day to bring the grains at our plant, and we dry the grains ourselves and store the grains in the silos. Yeah.
Small-scale factories that don't have laboratories struggle to test their harvest to see if there are any toxins, but factories that have such facilities test, and if the produce is not of standard, it is returned to the citizens.
If the aflatoxin is not to the right standard, we don't accept the truck, but if we find that it meets our requirements, we offload it and we use it in our normal production.
Minister at Minagri, Dr. Geraldine Mutyashimana, explained that the country knows the problem as toxins may affect crops before and after harvest, urging ample education to citizens to tackle the challenges. It is a problem that seems new in Rwanda and in Africa. It was first noticed in Kenya, where it claimed many people's lives. All this goes back to our campaigns, where we encourage citizens to have proper drying and storage facilities. There is not a place we'll hear that the government has constructed such facilities for citizens. The problem of toxins affecting crops is continental, and the partnership of Aflatoxin Control in Africa has embarked on fighting and preventing the potential side effects such toxins could have to human life.